الحمد لله وكفى صلاة وسلاما على عباده الذين اصطفى وعلى آله وصحبه أولي الفضل والنهى وعلى التابعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين والجزاء وسلم تسليما فسبحانك اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا أما بعد. I praise Almighty who had brought us back again, following up the shortcut to paradise, computing 40 ahadith to memory, enabling an individual to make it to Jannah and in paradise among the elites from Sahaba, Tabi'een, all the way to the end of the day. Today we have hadith number 4. On Monday we tried to take and combine 3 and 4. However, the time did not permit and allow, thus we stopped on hadith number 3 from Abi Abdul Rahman Abdullah ibn Umar ibn al-Khattabi radiyallahu anhuma. We intended to take hadith number 4 from another Abi Abdul Rahman, but Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. Allah says, وَمَا تَشَاءُونَ إِلَّا أَن يَشَاءَ اللَّهُ. So unable to take it, so thus today we take in hadith number 4. Hadith number 4 in 40 ahadith talks about the lifespan of son of Adam, his action, his rizq, sustenance, whether he or she will make it to paradise or not. This is the theme of this hadith. Before then, I would like to lay the following foundations. 1, the formation of human beings' creation in his mother's womb. 2, the time of his arrival in this dunya. 3, his act of worship in this dunya. 4, the final hour of his life in this life of dunya. The first, the life of son of Adam in his mother's womb. We know that each and every one of us here in this masjid, in this city, and all of us as sons of Adam in this world, in dunya, we started as a single seed, a drop of semen from our parents, from our father. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about his own slave, you and all of us, خُلِقَ مِن مَاءٍ دَافِقٍ. We all sitting here, we undoubtedly, all of us, were created from ma that is known to be dafiq, ejaculated semen as Allah called it. This actually had a journey. It's like a seed penetrating through what is known to biologists as fallopian tube. This is really tiny spot, traveling all the way to a place that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala named as qararim makin, a well-established spot in our mother's womb. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that actually get mixed and joined with the eggs of our mothers. So the semen coming from, or sperm coming, ajallakum Allah, from male, traveling through fallopian tube, getting mixed with the eggs of the mother. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is what they call as actually the chromosomes, 23 from the father and 23 from the mother. And as we know, as a father or male actually produces Y and X cells, but the mother only produces one. So father being able to produce two, mother only one. So if X and X together female, Y and X together male, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who determines that. You cannot determine it. The mother cannot determine it. So the mother carries only X, but you have the Y and the X together. So if your wife did not deliver boy, as most of the brothers, you know, they prefer boys over girls, and this is from actually the ignorance of the people before Islam. When they get actually baby girls, they used to kill them alive, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in Surah At-Takwir. So actually you are the one to be blamed, not the sister, because she produces only X and you have the Y and X. But you yourself, you cannot determine whether you will produce X or Y. You don't know. All is under the control of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So here this is actually something that happened before in one of our predecessors' life. His wife always gives birth. She always gives birth actually to baby girls. So he get upset and he get a second wife. So she started bringing boys. So he actually ignored the first and always go into the house of the second. One day she saw him go into the house of his second wife. Then she started saying, and he was Abu Hamza. She said, "Mali Abi Hamza la ya'tina wa yadkhulu al-bayt alladhi yalina غضبان ألا نلد البنين والله ما هذا بعيب فينا فما نحن إلا كأرض لزارعين ننبت ما قد يوضع فينا." What is wrong with the father of Hamza? He doesn't even come to our house because I don't produce girls. That's not up to me. It's not, I'm not making that decision. It's because I don't actually give boys to him, that's why. And then she said, "I'm just like a land. Whatever you plant is what you're going to harvest." Will you plant corn and, at the end of the year you go harvest bananas? Is that doable? If you plant corn and you get, in your own farm bananas, you're going to run and leave it alone. You're going to say, no, there's some jinn here. So that's what happens, actually. You see? So that's what she said. So back to the what we were saying. Long story, making it short, because we promised 20 minutes. So now I get 40 more minutes, actually. So moving forward really fast. We didn't even start the hadith yet. We're going to finish it on time, inshallah. Bi-idhn al-Mawla. Huh? So actually what happens is that it turns, actually single cell turns into 2, 2 turns into 4, the 4 turn into 8, 8 turn into 16, 16 turn to 32, 32 turn into 64, keep on dividing until the cells get to actually more than billions of cells in the womb of our own mothers. May Allah bless them. I was once like that, you were like that. That's how we started the first journey. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala determined that the old cells that started early, the initial cells, will form that which is inside, that is known as zygote. And then the one that just came new will form that which is known to biologists as the placenta. So that is where the embryo actually forms. The placenta nourishes actually what is inside, and that's when the baby started. And actually what the placenta does, ikhwan, is that it's just like, this is the analogy that they gave, the old cells forming the zygote, and in this zygote, that's where the form, the shape, the flesh, the lifespan, even his own DNAs and his own fingerprints, all will be formed in this zygote. Allah mentioned this, that even on the day of Qiyamah, we are able to bring back his own banana. Bala qadirina ala an nusawwiya banana. We are able to bring back his own banana. Not the bananas that you're eating. This is called banana. So Allah said about that. So all is actually forming that zygote. So the old cells will turn into that embryo, and then the new ones will form the placenta, and that placenta will be nourishing what? That zygote, that embryo inside. And this is what happens. The placenta is just like this is the analogy. It's like a balloon that is actually filled up with water. If you put, let's say, a pebble inside, or you put, let's say, a small pebble inside, when you shake it or you punch it, can you affect what is inside? Why? Because the water is what? Is shielding, is protecting it. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did to you and did to me when we were babies. In case your mother accidentally, if she falls, nothing gonna happen to you inside, because that placenta is shielding and is protecting you inside. But son of Adam will come in judge and say, I'm the man, let me challenge Allah. Isn't that funny? Son of Adam is funny, right? Isn't it funny? I get PhD, only PhD, I get PhDE. Even going beyond the board. That's why when somebody challenges Allah among the kuffar, Aas ibn Wa'il and his likeness, when they challenged Allah, because they went to the graveyard and they picked up somebody's bone who was completely dead, and they came to Prophet Sallallahu, this question, and say, Muhammad, do you think your Lord can bring this back? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed, وَضَرَبَ لَنَا مَثَلًا وَنَسِيَ خَلْقًا. He's now setting up a parable and analogy for our own, power and might, but he forget the way he began. قَالَ مَنْ يُحْيِي الْعِظَامَ وَهِيَ رَمِيمٌ. He's challenging and questioning, who can bring this back? And then Allah said, قُلْ يُحْيِيهَا الَّذِي أَنْشَأَهَا أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. Tell him the one who initiated this at the beginning, where this was in nothing, is capable of bringing it back again. Allahu Akbar for Allah. That's what Allah said. You see? So at the end, when the baby is about to come, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, ثُمَّ السَّبِيلَ يَسَّرَ. He makes the way easy for you to come. Other than the other words, ajallakum Allah, the place when we come in from our mother's womb, the place is very small for a person to come, and the head is big. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes actually the middle to be really soft. So when it's time to come, it's not sewed together. So Allah will make the scalp to squash. When you exit, you turn, and then it opens. Do you have power to do that for yourself? Do I have power to do that for myself? Subhanallah, that's son of Adam. So Prophet ﷺ here in the hadith of, Imam Muslim, Prophet ﷺ from Abi Abdurrahman, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, who said, أخبرنا النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وهو الصادق المصدوق. Prophet ﷺ informed us, and he is as-sadiq, the trustworthy. Al-masduq, whatever he says is being believed in. When he speaks, we believe in him. That's the meaning of al-masduq. Don't you believe in Prophet? Then I believe in Prophet. We all believed in him, right? So he is as-sadiq. He's truthful in what he says, and he is masduq. To us, he is praiseworthy, and he deserves to be. All what he says, we believed in it. What he said from day one, we believed in his statement, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That's why Imam Ibn Mas'ud, he said, Prophet is as-sadiq al-masduq. Why? Because the hadith, at the time when biology did not have no seed, it's difficult for people to believe. They did not have no microscope to actually test. They did not have no ultrasound to place and see where the baby is, whether it's boy or girl. They didn't have, but when Prophet ﷺ said it, they believed in him, because they believed this is wahi from the one who created that womb from day one. Prophet ﷺ said, Inna ahadakum yujma'u fi batni ummihi arba'ina yawman nutfa. This is the hadith. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu said, Prophet ﷺ said, the creation of one of you is being brought together in the womb of his mother for complete 40 days. He is nothing but a nutfa. That's a drop of semen. You there, you have no might, you have no power. ثُمَّ يَكُونُ عَلَقَةً مِثْلَ ذَلِكَ. Another 40 days like the first, that semen will turn into what? عَلَقَةً. What is that عَلَقَةً? It's nothing but what? What is alaqa? Huh? Subhanallah, see the way son of Adam was at the beginning. I was like that before. I don't know about you. Maybe you have to tell me. But the hadith say you were like that too. I don't want to tell you were like that. You say, Astaghfirullah, what's wrong with this young boy? But the hadith says it. That's how we started. Then after that you will turn ثُمَّ يَكُونُ مُضْغَةً مِثْلَ ذَلِكَ. After another 40 days, you turn into like a piece of flesh. مُضْغَة. What is mudgha? Mudgha in Arabic is that which is like in the term of like a bite. You can chew it. That's a piece of flesh. Subhanallah. 40 days, 40 days, 40 days. Arba'ina tawani. 40, 40, 40. That's how many months? That's how many days? 120. That's how many months? 4 months. Prophet ﷺ said thereupon, right there, after 120, meaning 4 months, Allah will send down an angel. Ya salam. An angel. ثم يرسل إليه الملك فينفخ فيه الروح. An angel will be sent. When he comes, he will blow in your system what? الروح, soul. ثم يؤمر بأربع كلمات. Then Allah will command that angel with the following 4 matters. 1, rizqi, your sustenance, all what you're going to eat from that moment till the end of the day. You don't know what you're going to eat in 2015, all the way the whole year, but Allah knows. It's already written from that day. So everything that you will eat, all the bite, all them sodas, all them candies, since you were little, and all the buffet that you will visit, and all the jasmine or yasmin rice that you, and all whatever your basmati rice. SubhanAllah, see how deep it is. And how many times you're going to visit Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks? See, all this is written, ikhwan. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. When son of Adam thinks about this, who has all the might and power? Do you or do we have power? We here, we don't even know. See, we cannot go through all the details. When you were in the womb, you cannot even eat. Through the nerves, you used to get nourished from what your mother eats. And those nerves, if they were to be stretched out, it's like the circumference of the whole earth in one single body. So the rizq, everything will be written, what you're going to eat. The amount of dollars that you're going to get. That's what Prophet said in another hadith. You know, when you're seeking wealth, take it easy on yourself. Don't chase for haram. Everything is written for you. 3 more minutes. So the first one that will be written, your rizq. Your ta'am, your shubruma. All what you're going to be eating. Your wife did not cook some basmati, you get upset. All them basmati rice, all them kish kebab, all them kuftas, everything, ikhwan, all them ish and foods. The foods, not foods in English, foods in Arabic. The beans and all, the angel will write it. There's another statement that came from Abdullah ibn Mas'ud that when the creation is completed, after that 4 months, after 120 days, when the angel arrives, he will ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أَمَخْلُوقٌ أَمْ لَيْسَ بِمَخْلُوقٍ كَمَا قَالَ. Is this will be a complete creation or not? If Allah says, مُخَلَّقَ is going to be created by me, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the angel will ask again, okay, how long? Then it's going to be informed. Then what will he eat? The angel will write. How long will he live? The angel will write. Will he be happy or unhappy? It's going to be written. And where will he die? Everything will be written. And then after that, he will ask Allah, should I blow in? If Allah says yes, then he will blow. If Allah says no, it's not going to be blown. So he's just going to be, you know what? In the womb, but he will not be a complete human being. Allahu Akbar for Allah. See how deep this is. 2 minutes. ثم ينفخ فيه الروح. The ruh will be blown. So what's going to happen here is, ikhwan, number 1, the sustenance will be written. Number 2, ajali. duration, how long that person will live. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, 120 years. All will be written right there. Now, before even coming, before exiting, before coming to dunya, it's written. How long you're going to live. Wa amali. And also your action. What you're going to do. The places that you will visit. You know, I want to go to Dubai this year. You know, I want to go to Brazil. No. Brazil, there's no business. Let me go to China. And guess, all these actions and the way you're going to pray and all that is written. Amali. Shaqiyyin am sa'id. Will he be happy or unhappy? Meaning, will he make it to Jannah or he will make it to hellfire? There. Ikhwan, all this before the what? Before the ruh. Once he blows in it, 1, rizq, 2, ajal, 3, amal, 4, shaqiyyun am sa'id. It's going to be written. You see? So this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned. This is what the hadith came. And then Prophet ﷺ said, one of you will keep on walking and keep on trying his best and doing whatever is easy for him to do. وَإِنَّ أَحَدَكُمْ لَيَعْمَلُ بِعَمَلِ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ حتى لا يكون بينه أو حتى ما يكون بينه وبينها إلا ذراع فيسبق عليه الكتاب فيدخلها. One of you will keep on pursuing his life or her life until, meaning righteousness, until there is not anything between him and paradise except a span of an arm. Then that which Almighty Allah had written from day one is going to overtake and overlap. Then he will turn to act one of the actions or one of the acts of the people of hell, then that individual will be in hell. And somebody will start his journey walking towards hellfire. At the end, he or she will make tawbah and do of people of Jannah, then the person will enter Jannah after being on the way of hell. If I leave it this way, undoubtedly you will ask. I know you will ask questions, so let me remove that doubt. There's another hadith, Prophet ﷺ said, one of you will start his action, his work towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What people see from him, وَإِنَّ أَحَدَكُمْ لَيَعْمَلُ بِعَمَلِ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ فِيمَا يَرَى الرَّائِي. One of you will start pursuing his life with the activities of the people of Jannah based on what people see. But he has something else that he does, nobody can see but Allah. So at the end, based on what he used to do hidden, nobody knows but Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will expose that person. And then he will act one of the actions and activities of the people of hell, then he will enter hell. And then people will say, what? We thought he was righteous. But there was something that he used to do that nobody knows. And also vice versa. Somebody will start maybe doing evil. And then because through his heart, he was searching for the truth. And he was sincere. And then Allah will get that person. Then he will make it to Jannah. Then Prophet ﷺ said, اعملوا فكل ميسر لما خلق له. Don't give up. Keep on doing what Allah asks you to do. Whatever you're doing is what Allah had designed for you. So if you say, well, if Allah had designed it already, well, let me do what I want. He said, I have explained the best way of Jannah and the way that will take you to hellfire. So it's up to you to make the choice. You want Jannah, start walking towards it. You want hell, then it's up to you. So the hadith, يُؤْمَرُ إِنَّ أَحَدَكُمْ لَيُجْمَعُ فِي بَطْنِ أُمِّهِ 40 يَوْمًا. What? What's the first? 40 يوما نطفة ثم يكون علقة مثل ذلك ثم يكون مضغة مثل ذلك. This is the portion that we want to memorize. I'm done with the hadith بإذن الله تبارك وتعالى. So if you can repeat after me, and then inshallah we conclude. إن أحدكم ليجمع خلقه في بطن أمه 40 يوما نطفة ثم يكون علقة مثل ذلك ثم يكون مضغة مثل ذلك ثم يرسل إليه الملك فينفخ فيه الروح ثم يؤمر بأربع كلمات بأجله, or the first برزقه وأجله وعمله شقي أم سعيد. Maybe you keep on repeating this, especially those who have the iPad and Steve Jobs and all that, and Bill Gates that you've recorded. Try to repeat it until we see you Monday again, inshallah. This weekend I will try to complete the link between you and your Creator. You remember we we're supposed to finish what? When? Last week, last Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. But you remember Saturday we were where? The Sunday before that we went to our fundraising, so we were unable to finish. And then when we came, we did not complete. So the fundraising did not allow us, to finish it because we were raising funds for the project. So here, inshallah, this week I will try to finish that bi'idhnillahi tabarak wa ta'ala. But our link to our Creator this week, as we promised, is going to be over. Then inshallah we carry on with our, the shortcut to paradise bi'idhnillahi tabarak wa ta'ala. Don't forget, our Quran depot, is coming soon. Sowing once, sowing twice. So try your best, inshallah, to grab one program, because we're going to start soon, bi'idhnillahi tabarak wa ta'ala. Thank you so much for being with us. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless you and your family. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.